your life is on the line and you know that you're on an oxygen tank and they're going to put two in your head, see what you do. Because the bottom line is that me, I'm one person. I can never miss.
Guy's not being loyal to you. How could you be loyal to him?
Yeah.
And whether you're your father or not. So, but it's always been hard because it was my father.
The word came down, this guy had to go. We didn't know nothing about it until the last minute. And I liked him. I liked Bill. He was a nice guy, but...
Welcome to the show. Welcome to this episode of Chatting with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today we're going to talk about the murder of 2Pac Shakur and how they arrested his killer. The man charged in 2Pac Shakur's 1996 shooting death has long put himself at the crime scene. So here's what we know. As far back as 1998, Dwayne Keith Davis was telling a cable network that he was a front seat passenger in the car in which fellow passengers fired shots that killed 2Pac Shakur. In 2009, Davis, known as KEEFE D, confessed to police his role in the case. A former detective who investigated the shooting told CNN, but authorities couldn't immediately use that information. Then later, at what police say was an investigation, Davis, 60, was arrested in Las Vegas on Friday, with a grand jury indicting him in the case on charges of murder with the use of a deadly weapon. The arrest comes 27 years after the rapper was shot when he was leaving a boxing match on the Las Vegas Strip. The shooting on September 7, 1996. Police said Friday authorities alleged that Davis plotted and orchestrated the shooting in a matter of hours after the rappers and others attacked Davis's nephew on the same day. Davis is the only suspect in the case who is still alive. Police said Davis said in a memoir he's one of two living witnesses, with the other being a record label boss who was driving Shakur. That everybody knows is Suge Knight. Over the last 5 years, we've conducted countless interviews, numerous facts that were not consistent with the crime scene on that night of the incident, but also were consistent with the sequence of events that night. Jason Jansen, Las Vegas police homicide lieutenant, said during a news conference Friday, here's what we know about Davis. What led up to the shooting and his indictment and arrest. Davis was the shot caller, police say. Shakur's shooting stems from conflict between two gangs based in Compton, California. Shakur and Marion Suge Knight, then the CEO of Death Row Records, were affiliated with Mob Piru gang in Compton. Davis was affiliated with the Southside Compton Crips. Shakur was in Las Vegas and attended the Mike Tyson boxing match at the MGM Grand Hotel. At the event that Davis and his nephew Orlando Anderson also attended. After the match, members of Death Row Records saw Anderson near an elevator bank inside the hotel, approach him and began kicking and punching him. During the news conference, he showed hotel surveillance of the altercation. Shakur and Knight are visible among the men who attacked Anderson. Both crews left the hotel after the fight, with Shakur and his group headed to a post-party at a nightclub. When Davis learned of the attack on his nephew, Davis began to devise a plan and obtained a firearm to retaliate against Suge Knight and Shakur. After securing the gun from a close associate, Davis got into a white Cadillac with Terrence Brown, DeAndre Smith, and Anderson. While in the car, Davis handed the gun to the passenger in the rear of the vehicle. Eventually, the group tracked down the car that Shakur and Knight were in, drove alongside their black BMW, and gunshots were fired from the Cadillac into the BMW, striking Shakur 4 times, authorities said. The rapper died 6 days later. Dwayne Davis was a shot caller for the group of individuals committing these crimes. He orchestrated the plan and carried out and committed this crime. Anderson and Smith, both in the back of the Cadillac, according to the indictment against Smith, but it does not apply who pulled the trigger. Anderson denied involvement in the killing to CNN before his death in a gang-related shooting in 1998. Knight is in prison for manslaughter charges in an unrelated case. Davis placed himself at the crime scene, and I have a video of Davis explaining himself. Let's get into that now. If you guys like this type of content, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell, and I'll keep bringing you the raw content.
Said that police came to his house to investigate the 2Pac shooting and your involvement in it.
That's what I don't understand. Why is they keep asking this crooked ass cop shit? You know what I'm saying? Why they keep asking this crooked ass cop shit, man? Just like I said, when he said, bet you keep getting locked up for 2Pac murder? And I said, he need to be right in handcuffs with me for Biggie murder, because I know he had his hands in that shit.
So right there, he's saying the detective should be locked up with him for Biggie's murder because he knows he had a hand in it. Let's listen close.
That's what I was my get back to him.
Right, because Greg Kading also called for the Las Vegas Police Department to arrest you.
He did?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, well, I did a deal with the U.S. attorneys, and U.S. attorney, and the dude was from D.C., Justice Department. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I was like, you came out here? He like, yeah, I came out here to get you. And it was way bigger time people that was going to go down with. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people was going to go down. If I wouldn't have said nothing, everybody, we'd have lost our whole community, lost all my homies. You know what I'm saying? Shit, they shredded the indictment. So I really did a lot of people a favor. They should be thanking me. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think what Greg Kading's point was that when, he recorded you did the proffer agreement, all that can't be used against you. But if you choose to do interviews and talk about it again, that can be used against you.
He the one did that crooked shit.
Right.
You don't think that shit's crooked as a mother. We can get people killed behind
when
that
he
shit.
released the footage?
He had the fucking, man, the proffer deals, they don't record. You know
really?
Saying? You know they
That's
don't record that shit, dude.
Okay, I didn't know that.
FBI don't record. He was set up there doing that illegal shit, dude. That shit was illegal. I would have never said nothing if I knew he had a fucking thing in his pocket. That was supposed to be a fucking secret to the fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They even said sue his motherfucking ass.
I mean, you're 60 years old right now?
Almost
60.
Yeah.
Are you worried at all? Are you worried that this might come back and bite you? And you might end up having to, essentially, at this age, anything related to that would be a life sentence, right?
Man, dog, whatever life got to offer me, I'm going to handle it, dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm a God-fearing man. Whatever life going, you know what I'm saying, deal me, whatever cards I got dealt, I'm going to handle it. I ain't going to go up there and cut my wrist, hang myself, or nothing like that. If they want to come put me in jail for life, it's just something I got to do, dude. You know what I'm saying? And like I'm scared of jail or nothing.
Well, you've done a quarter of your life in prison already, right?
Yeah.
So I guess it doesn't really worry you.
It ain't nothing. And Vegas jail to California jail, way harder than Vegas jails. You know what I'm saying? And there's way more harder inmates. You know what I'm saying? I just left from there. They made me the map rep. You know what I'm saying? That's how big of a crip I was with them. Like, you the map rep, dog. Yeah.
Looks to me like KEEFE got some explaining to do. Looks like he's going to be spending the rest of his life in prison. But we'll see what happens. I got a lot more video to come. You guys just hold on and it'll be out soon. Make sure you guys hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell. And I'm going to bring you a lot more content. A lot more on this case and a lot of others. And if you don't like it, too bad. Start your own podcast. I appreciate every single person. And remember, don't be a bitch. Peace.